Hello, Senior Stoner fans. This is the real Senior Stoner back at you. Happy 420. This is your dual dab of the day. Your Candy Pens Aura and your Puffco Peak. Two of the highest quality dab tools, e-rigs out there in the market. Hello, everybody. Everybody, 420 is that day where we're supposed to be celebrating marijuana. Well, today, instead of just celebrating marijuana, I want to talk about a topic. You make me happy, I make you happy. You make me sad, I make you sad. Whenever you say that, you know it means something more than just rubbing somebody the right way or rubbing somebody the wrong way, because you feel the emotion. So I want to talk about emotions. Emotions are incredibly important at a time like this in America, in the world, in your own personal life. You are with your people in your life more than ever before now. It's like forced confines, let's call it. And if you're alone, it's a separate issue. But if you're with your loved ones, you're experiencing things now that you've never experienced before. It's like being on a desert island. It's like being on a boat out in the middle of the ocean, just you guys, with nowhere to get off. But you can sing for your dinner and have fun, ha ha, or you can be miserable and have arguments at your dinner. What would you rather do? Would you rather fill the holes with putty or lash out through the holes with laser light and be difficult? This is your choice. What we have to come up with is what I call pandemic etiquette. Proper etiquette during the pandemic. I kid you not. Look at the Italians singing. Look at them exercising. Look at the way people have found to communicate with others far away. The Zooms of the world, the FaceTimes, the duos, all these different ways that you can see your family or friends and not really be there. But I'm talking about the physical, when you're with each other, you're still there. What are you going to do about it? You're going to have to soften the blow. You can't be yelling at your spouse. You can't be yelling at your significant other. You can't yell at your roommate. You can't yell at your mother or your father or your son or your daughter or your aunt or your uncle. This is the time where you have to figure out that line so that peace and harmony is what happens. This is where you are understanding how appreciative you are for everything you have. Understanding how appreciative you are for what not happening to you. So you have to be grateful for what you have and grateful for what you don't have in many ways. This is a constantly moving subject. In other words, it's not like a shopping list where I need what I need, I have to buy what I need. No, this is a list that constantly changes. It's an evolution of how you feel, evolution of who you feel, an evolution of the different things you interact with. But the etiquette part of this is really critical. Think about it. If everybody was running around crazy, left and right, oh my God. In fact, they're protesting, all right? Protesting, sick. Let's get sick, okay? This is about coming together in what would be the new appropriate. There is no pandemic etiquette. It's a new world out there. So it's the new etiquette. What is the new etiquette? I see things on Facebook about people jumping into bushes, jokes. Well, it's not a joke. You cross the other side of your street when you see a neighbor coming, even a neighbor. So in your own family, in your own home, you might still be reacting the same way. You might not have kissed your loved one since this all started. You might not be touching the same way. These are very frustrating things for people who do it all the time. So how do you maintain? How do you measure and get to the normal amount of feeling and the normal amount of emotion how do you get through your day? Well, it's one step at a time, and it's always circular, okay? You always have to finish it. Got to keep rolling it through. It's not a straight line like that. It keeps rolling, okay? So you're going to get opportunities, I'll call them. You're going to get opportunities where you can make a difference. Something's going to happen in your house today where you're going to spike and have a negative reaction, and you can control it and not have a negative reaction and be better and have a smooth reaction and not yell. And guess what? That'll make peace and harmony. Your pain's going to get worse later today. It's going to be, oh, like this, like mine is right now. But instead of yelling, you're just going to grit your teeth and go like this. And you'll be preserving harmony and peace. If what it takes is a little internalizing instead of externalizing, sucking it up instead of saying, oh my God, I'm dying, maybe that's what you do. You know, Mrs. Stoner, the first thing out of her mouth when she sees me is, how are you? You know what my first thing out of my mouth back to her is? How are you, honey? And she goes, how are you? And I go, how are you, honey? Do you know why I answer the question with the question? I don't want to tell her. I don't want to start the day with a negative. I don't want to start the day with a complaint. I want to start the day with an ambiguous statement with at least I can go either way. And let's face facts. It's about how you deal with these things. Life's coming, baby. It's hitting you. It's peppering you. You're getting hailed on by life. Hope you don't get shit on by life, but you're getting hailed on by life constantly. It's how you handle it. You can't stop the life from happening. You can change the way you deal with things. That's what this is about. So find your harmony, find your peace, find your proper etiquette for you and your loved ones, the people you're with, so you can really make this time a better time instead of punishment. Make lemonade out of lemons, okay? And take these 2 dab rigs today, and this one put a little piece in, and this one put a little piece in, and go have your heart's desire. I should not be doing this. You should all be yelling at Senior Stoner for what he's about to do. You should be yelling at me. I am not up for this yet with my throat, but yet I'm drawn to it, like we all are. Here I am, drawn to it. Looks like I'm going to do it. I'm turning it on. I turned it on. Yikes. Am I going to do the same for the Puffco? Puffco's loaded already. So all I got to do with the Puffco is turn it on. Oh my goodness, here we go. We're doing a double dab of the day. The Puffco's not charged, so I'm not going to be doing the Puffco. But had I done the Puffco, we know what to expect. Even good hits every time. Cheers on our Oura. Boy, that was something. That's the first dab I've taken a couple of weeks, I must say. That was a strong one. So you all got a real dab of the day out of me this time, and hopefully you enjoyed today's topic. This has been the Real Senior Stoner, back at you. Get some peace and harmony into our houses during these difficult times. Cheers.